What if you bought SCHD today, ignored the market noise, reinvested the dividends, and simply held it for the next 20 years? The surprising part is that the biggest advantage may not be the dividend you collect this year. It could be what happens when decades of dividend growth, compounding, and disciplined reinvestment start working together. And there is one number that could completely change how you think about SCHD over a 20-year period. So, let's break it down. Welcome back to Financial Literacy Lab. Today, we're looking at what could happen if you hold the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, better known as SCHD, for the next 20 years. And before we get into the numbers, if you enjoy straightforward ETF analysis without the hype, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with someone building a long-term portfolio. What are you actually buying? SCHD isn't simply a collection of companies that happen to pay dividends. The fund tracks the Dow Jones US Dividend 100 Index and focuses on established US companies with characteristics such as dividend quality, financial strength, and consistent dividend payments. As of July 2026, SCHD holds about 103 stocks and has a remarkably low 0.06% expense ratio. Its trailing distribution yield is around 3.30%. That expense ratio matters more than it sounds. A 0.06% annual expense means you're paying roughly $6 per year for every $10,000 invested, before considering changes in the investment balance. That's extremely inexpensive for a diversified equity ETF. But here's the important distinction: a low expense ratio doesn't guarantee a high return. What matters over 20 years is the combination of total return, dividend growth, reinvestment, and your ability to stay invested. The 20-year compounding effect. Let's imagine you invest $10,000 in SCHD and never add another dollar. These aren't predictions. They're illustrations showing how different average annual returns could affect your money. At an average annual return of 8%, $10,000 could grow to roughly $46,600 after 20 years. At 10%, it could become approximately $67,300. And at 12%, it could reach roughly $96,500. Notice something? The difference between 8% and 12% doesn't look enormous on paper. But over 2 decades, it creates a difference of nearly $50,000 on that original $10,000. That's the power of compounding. And SCHD has already demonstrated why long-term investors pay attention to it. As of June 30, 2026, Schwab reported a 10-year annualized total return of about 12.37% for SCHD at market price. Since inception in 2011, the annualized return was about 13.09%. But here's the warning: do not assume SCHD will earn 12% every year for the next 20 years. The future could be significantly better or worse. Past performance is evidence of what happened, not a promise of what's coming. The real power may be the dividend. Now let's talk about the part that makes SCHD particularly interesting for long-term investors: income. With a distribution yield around 3.3% today, a $10,000 investment would generate roughly $330 in annual distributions at that yield. But here's where many investors misunderstand dividend investing. The goal isn't necessarily to maximize today's yield. The bigger opportunity is owning companies capable of growing earnings and potentially increasing their dividends over many years. If you reinvest those dividends, the dividends buy additional shares. Those additional shares can produce more dividends. Those dividends can buy even more shares. And the cycle continues. That's dividend compounding. But there is another strategy worth considering. You don't have to reinvest dividends forever. During the accumulation phase, reinvesting can help accelerate portfolio growth. Later, you could potentially stop reinvesting and use the distributions as income. That's where a dividend ETF can transition from a growth asset into an income-producing asset. And this is where I want to hear from you. Would you rather reinvest every SCHD dividend for 20 years, or take the dividends as cash along the way? Tell me your strategy in the comments. And if you're finding this analysis useful, hit like. It helps the channel reach more investors who are trying to build long-term wealth. But SCHD has a weakness. Now, here's the part that gets overlooked when people call SCHD a perfect ETF. It's not. SCHD is designed around a particular investment style. As of June 2026, Schwab classified it in the large value category, and its portfolio characteristics included a price-to-earnings ratio of about 18.4. That means SCHD isn't designed to own every type of company equally. If technology and growth stocks dramatically outperform dividend-oriented companies for an extended period, SCHD could lag a broad market index. We've already seen periods where this type of style difference mattered. And that's why I wouldn't automatically treat SCHD as a complete portfolio for every investor. It can be an excellent component of a portfolio, but diversification across different investment styles and asset classes can still matter. The big 20-year question. So, what happens if you actually hold SCHD for 20 years? The answer depends on three things. First, total return. Don't judge SCHD solely by its dividend yield. A high dividend doesn't help if the underlying investment consistently loses value. Second, dividend growth. A 3% yield today could become much more meaningful if the companies continue increasing their payouts over decades. And third, your behavior. This might be the most important variable. If SCHD falls 20%, 30%, or even more during a major bear market, will you sell? Because a 20-year strategy only works if you can actually stick with it. SCHD itself experienced a worse 3-month return of roughly minus 21.5% during early 2020, demonstrating that even a dividend-focused ETF can experience severe short-term declines. The lesson isn't that SCHD is dangerous. The lesson is that dividend investing is still stock market investing. You can collect dividends while your account value is falling. That's why your time horizon matters. Here's my biggest takeaway. If you hold SCHD for 20 years, the objective shouldn't be to predict exactly what SCHD will be worth in 2046. Nobody knows. Instead, focus on the things you can control: your savings rate, your holding period, whether you reinvest dividends, your diversification, and most importantly, your ability to avoid panic selling. The combination of a low 0.06% expense ratio, a diversified portfolio, dividend distributions, and long-term compounding makes SCHD an interesting candidate for investors who want both income and potential capital appreciation. But don't make the mistake of thinking the dividend makes SCHD immune to market risk. It doesn't. So, what happens if you hold SCHD for the next 20 years? You could potentially transform today's relatively modest dividend income into a much larger stream of cash flow while allowing your investment to compound along the way. But the real secret isn't SCHD itself. It's time. 20 years gives dividends time to compound, businesses time to grow, and short-term market volatility time to become less important. And that's why the most powerful question isn't, how much will SCHD pay me this year? It's, what could this investment become if I give it 20 years? If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Financial Literacy Lab, hit the like button, and share this video with someone who is building a long-term dividend portfolio. And don't forget to comment below, would you hold SCHD for 20 years, or would you pair it with another ETF? I'll see you in the next video. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal, and past performance does not guarantee future results.